So one time that I was
me and
trying
my
to climb up the
party
chimney
ended
because I
up
thought the
fighting
bakery
a
smelled really
god
good.
that
So I
had
climbed
like
up the
an
chimney
elk
because I thought the
skull.
bakery smelled really good.
Guys, what characters do we want to play for season 6?
I want to be a sleep paralysis demon that's addicted to pizza rolls.
I want to play a druid that's stuck as an iguana that's stuck in a mech suit.
I want to be a custom lineage assassin, gloomstalker, vengeance paladin, multi-class with the tough feat.
I want to be a human fighter.
Fools. Welcome back. We pick up where we left off. You guys have a need to sleep one more hour. Who else has special water? Do you want to drink any special water? Seeing that this immediately seemed to revive Ragnavaldr.
Yes.
Yes?
I'm giving Amina a vial.
Okay. Roll a d8. Roll a d8 and roll a d8. Each one of you who drinks the water shall gain these hit points.
6.
7.
3, damn it.
Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
Back up to 18. That's only 20 away.
Hey! I'm at 15 now.
Yeah. While we're
20.
Thank you for removing the pencil
You guys
before
almost rolled off the table.
whipping
And
my...
While
I also get the one from
yes, so everybody gets an additional one from sleeping.
Oh, that's good.
Now I need to know what your totals are before we go into combat. So
What? Hey.
Harris,
Hey.
what are you at right now?
37.
Before you go
37
Yes.
out of 44.
Everyone's
Lee, what are you at?
21.
+1 for sleep.
Well, that's better than 15.
I know, that's why I was like, I'm really
Additional
happy about it. I'm finally in the 20s.
All right, Connor, what are you at?
16.
And Fen.
19.
You still didn't drink that whole healing potion, right?
No.
Okay.
Okay,
I
so
don't either.
friends,
Good. I know.
it is 3 in the morning. Your horses are not screaming, but they're definitely like every once in a while they stomp and
They're a little pissy.
they're not comfortable being near the zombie horse.
Can I
Can
move
we
the zombie horse
separate
like
them?
to
Oh, yeah.
the other part of the camp? Yeah.
Sure.
Other
Do you-
than-
all right. Once you move the zombie horse like 20 feet away, they're fine.
They're instantly like...
They're not throwing a hissy fit anymore.
All right. It is 3 in the morning. You guys wanted to get up early. You're up early.
Wait, so your shifts
Oh,
go on?
more spells. Whoopee.
So?
Yippee.
Yes.
Oh.
Let's do a quick spell preparation.
Okay.
Yep.
So for non-spellcasters, it's just
For
Yeah.
non-spellcasters, you could decide what you want to do.
I'm like,
wake up.
I like wake up and just.
Oh, I'm eating some
Yeah.
of the boar. Remember the boar
Uh-huh.
that we had like cooked and everything?
Uh-huh.
I'm eating some of that.
Yo,
Okay.
that sounds good.
It's still okay.
Let's go.
Can I whip out the panpipes I apparently have and just kind of play a little tune?
Well, could you?
4.
Certainly.
Is your musical instrument pan? Oh. It is pan.
Being a quarter mile away from a
Oh, wait, no.
potential fortress, you could.
Never mind. Like, where's this music coming
You know what I'm gonna do instead?
Where is this melodious
take-
tune coming from?
I'm gonna take out the raven feather from
What
Daquan and just look
is
at
this
it.
melody?
Because I still have it.
My years of Overwatch
I'm
have
just
given
chilling
me
with it.
PTSD.
Melody. That's the quality.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's that melody.
I'm just looking
I've
at the
always
feather.
heard this.
You misunderstand. I just said that because I thought it was about right.
I've genuinely always heard that.
Okay.
Hey.
Cool. I got my spells prepared.
All right. What spells? List them off so the audience
List them
knows.
off. Okay. 2 first aids, a
Okay.
light,
That's
no
smart.
direction,
That's smart.
an animal friendship, 2 entangles, 1 calm animals, a heat metal, a warp wood, a speak with animals, one. Sorry, wait, no, I'm changing
We
that.
rocking today. Coca-Cola.
Speak with zombie horse.
No speak with animals.
Please. Speak with.
2 cure light wounds,
Nice.
and shape stone / wood.
You know what I was just thinking
Yeah.
while pouring this fantastic Coke Zero?
Stop.
I was thinking to myself,
gets
what if
sponsored.
Connor's character had died, and then you inadvertently animated him,
That'd be awesome.
and Viktor was just a zombie that followed your group.
That'd be sick. Go get them, carpenter.
Okay,
Let's go, Jesus.
Setting him up with the.
so
call him Jesus?
here is my question to you. You have mastered these spells. The rest of you are awake. You've put your armor on, weapons, etc. What is your plan? It is 3 a.m.
Let's.
It won't take that long to get back to the ruined town because it's only a quarter mile away.
Yes.
But I need to know what you're doing and how you want to do it because that is principal and foremost on the plans.
Okay, are we sending you first on foot
Yeah.
to scout out if there's guards?
Yes.
And then and then we'll play it by then. I think if there's not guards, we ride up,
Yeah.
park the horses outside, go in.
Yeah.
I can cast invisibility again today.
So maybe go
Okay,
a little
just-
further
just-
than just the guards?
Just to be clear, are we going guns blazing or are we trying to talk our way in?
Let's see the numbers game first.
I
Okay.
don't think we should go on guns.
I think Urdur are not stupid enough to deny a trade of some kind. But we don't actually. So I think that's an offer that we can make. We don't
Okay.
actually have to do anything.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's like.
Sure.
But they understand that even if they beat us, it
Yeah.
will cost several of them their lives.
Of course. Yeah. So if
Or they should understand that.
if I'll be invisible, then I can go a little bit further than just checking for guards.
Like
obviously
but there's
playing
a
it.
gate.
Yeah.
Are you gonna scale the wall?
Probably.
Okay.
To go to scaling walls.
So we can do that, and then if it gets too much, if it gets a little too hot, I'll head back. Let y'all know.
The goal is to locate Tenzin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because worst comes to worst, we can locate Tenzin
Or his body.
or his body,
It's gonna be great.
and if you get him to the wall, I can just make the wall go away.
You can what?
I learned how to do that when I was sleeping.
That makes sense.
Well, when I woke
You're
up, actually.
so
The
odd.
wall I can make the wall go away. I can make it sink back into the earth
Huh.
where it belongs.
Can you make it shape when you do it?
Yes, I can. I can make floating heart.
That's not what I was thinking, but all right. All right. Let's get this cooking.
It can only be crude shapes. If that's what you want.
Let's go. Let's get cooking. Magic Man.
Yes, magic man.
Invisibility.
Okay.
Woo! I'm getting
That's
hyped.
immediately gone. Okay.
I need to know how you are getting to the town.
Well, I think we do.
Are you walking or riding
I
on
think
horses?
we're sending Vesh on foot first.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I want you to understand that once Vesh departs your camp, you do not have a sending spell. You don't have telepathic links.
One
So
second.
I just want to be clear that that's a thing. So you guys cannot meta advise Vesh once Vesh leaves. Does that?
I
make
have a
sense?
range of 40
Yeah.
feet
Still have the
message.
I still have the horn.
Yeah, you still
It's
have
not magical, but I can make a loud noise.
How do you turn
I-
on?
That's fine. They
many
can't
feet
tell you things.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is you're basically sending Vesh to
No, that's
do
yards.
something.
I have message for 450 feet.
That's too short.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we're like, what, in a quarter mile?
Okay, so you guys are
Yeah.
okay. So you leave.
This is why,
Yeah.
because it's kind of fun. So I'm just saying, do a scout
Yeah.
of the wall,
Play it safe. Get back.
come back.
Yeah.
How long does the spell last?
Until they attack somebody.
I have to behave myself.
I don't like that. All right,
I love that, but I have to.
you are off. Running.
Kind
You
of.
run for the first most of the quarter mile.
Okay. That's
you
nice to hear.
you see by moonlight
Yeah.
the silhouette of the ruined town.
Sure.
You don't see any torches lit along the walls.
Okay.
you don't see anyone actively patrolling the walls, and you don't see anyone outside of the gate.
Freaky.
It is 3:30 in the morning.
Okay.
We don't need to make a check for climbing, just remember, as a reminder.
So I want to remind you of the circumstances. You're coming in to this town from the eastern side. You could go around to the northern side where the water is, where the bay is, or to the southern side where there's also water or a bay.
Okay.
Or you can climb the wall that you're looking at.
Or you could come back to us and tell us the situation.
Well, this is nothing that you didn't already know.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna go. And I don't see any silhouettes moving around.
nope.
I'm gonna go with the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Climbing.
Yes.
Make a roll for your climb.
Yeah, dex. So that's +8. 7 + 8.
15.
Thank you.
Good enough. Now make a roll for move silently.
Yay! I love that. When I'm doing this, can I also use listen, which lets me hear up to 30 feet?
Roll this first.
Okay. Move silently. Why is that wisdom? I don't like this game.
I think you just add your
Move
wisdom.
silently.
It's a
is-
1.
Well, either way, even if it was dex. So you get up the wall,
Yeah.
but when you get to the top, like you knock over a rock and
Fudge
it's
it
like
a little.
tink tink tink. You look around.
Yeah.
You're listening.
Listening very intently.
Okay, so you're at the top of the wall. You kind of crouch down. You're holding your position.
Yes.
Looking down, you don't see anyone within 30, 40 feet. You don't see any guards, you don't see any patrols. But like 150 feet into the ruined town, you see like a campfire and you see some silhouettes of, you're not sure. Could be human soldiers, could be Ordur, but you see some soldiers, about 3 or 4 of them, around this big campfire, about, you know,
Yeah.
half of a football field away from you.
Jeez. Are their silhouettes like still, or are they like moving in some?
It looks like they're sitting on something, logs or something like
Okay.
around this fire.
Okay. With the way that the wall is set
You don't
up,
think there's anyone near you, because if there had been someone near you, they would have heard that rock that you knocked over.
Yeah. With the way that the wall curve, does
Yep.
it curve at all? Like,
It
could
doesn't.
I get?
So
oh,
so you could. There aren't really functioning ramparts. Like you
Okay.
could walk on the wall,
Yeah.
you know, balancing because you're good at that,
Yeah.
or you can climb down to the inside of the town.
And I can't even say rooftops because we're surrounded by ruins. Okay, I'm.
Some of the buildings have roofs, but
But
you're
I
not close
can't tell
enough.
if they're stable though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop down towards the fire.
Okay. So you want to kind of weave your way,
Yes.
like from ruins to
but
building
being, like,
to building.
overly cautious.
Okay. So I'm going to divide this up
Sure.
into 3 rolls. So roll number 1 is you kind of going down the wall and to the first kind of ruined building that you could get to.
Cool. So just
Yep.
straight roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
To add your dex stuff into it.
Okay.
Okay,
8.
great. You totally succeed. You're
Wonderful.
like, and you get to the first thing, you like hide down behind this crumbled wall, and you're kind of looking,
Yeah.
and you wait for a minute, and you see inside of this building are like 6 wooden sort of cots with bedrolls on them, but no one's in here.
But do they look recently placed?
Yes, they look
Okay.
like this is, you know, stuff that an encampment would have had set up here. You want to continue?
One more set, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Make your roll.
Oh. Yikes, wait, +8. 11? It's a little exciting. Hey,
Also invisible.
I'm also invisible, so
Oh, you are invisible. That's so valid and important. All right.
How fortunate.
You make it to another
devious. Yeah.
building. All right. This building, no roof. Like you could see the sky and the moon.
Yeah.
But walls, intact walls.
Okay.
But like you kind of get to a wall and you're like sort of peering around and there's like a window, like a hole for a window.
Sure.
Like there's no glass or anything
As
in there.
one does.
And you look in,
Yeah.
and just through the moonlight coming through the absence of the roof,
Sure.
you see something kind of similar to what you saw in that other ruined town. It looks like they dug out and excavated like the crawl space like into the ground, and you see like piles of crap that they excavated and threw out into the street, and like stone and dirt and stuff, and there's like a big pit that goes down like 15 feet.
Is it marked with a red or green?
It is marked with a red.
Okay.
You want to try to get closer to the fire. At this point, you can now get an accurate count.
Okay.
There are 4 guards.
Okay. What do they look like?
Well, from where you're at,
Yeah.
bear in mind you're still 50 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay? From where you're at, they are man-sized, not small hors-d'oeuvre-sized, and not large hors-d'oeuvre.
Do they look like they're wearing armor?
Yes. They are wearing armor and they have weapons.
Okay. Is there any like banner hanging around? Does their armor have any like decals on it, for lack of a better word?
No banner,
Okay.
nothing that would indicate where their armor came from.
Can I do like a half one?
Sure. Go ahead. Make your move silently roll.
16.
Okay, you're still invisible.
Yeah.
You're like moving and you hear like a voice by the fire go like, "What was that?" And you see a guy get up. And you hear some other voices that are like, and like you hear somebody say like, "Well, go see." And you see like one of these guards grabs like a stick, basically like a torch, out of the fire, and starts walking over in the direction that you were in. You were invisible. You see him walk up, and as he gets literally to like the building that you're adjacent to, he doesn't see you, so he looks into the building, and you notice that this building also like has the excavated thing, and there's a pile of like broken wood and stone and dirt outside. And you notice as he's looking in there with the torchlight, you see that there's a green flag that's planted. And you notice that this excavation also seems very recent. And you notice that there is a stone vault about 10 feet down. And there's like a lid on it. He looks in, kind of like walks around the perimeter, looks down into the vault, like very thoroughly. And then he comes back out. And then he walks back to the fire, and you hear somebody say, "Well, what was it?" He's like, "I don't know. Who knows what's in there?" And then he like sits down.
Okay, so the vault that he just looked into, can I go look at it? Like, how close is that?
Well, you could, but you're not going to see much because it's
True.
down in a pit, and you have moonlight.
When you say vault, is it like a...
Like imagine a stone slab the size of this table, like 6 by 6 stone slab, and then that stone slab is on top of something. So like a stone, basically imagine like a box made of stone.
Sure.
Okay. That is 6 by 6, and it's down in this pit that they dug down 10 feet to get into.
When the torch was over it temporarily, was there any like writing, engravings, or anything that would give it like a difference in texture that would be like a marking of some sort that I could
Not that you could see from where you were.
feel? Can I go find out?
Ooh. Yeah, climb down. Roll.
Don't get excited by that.
You don't need to climb to roll the climb.
You climb down.
Vesh.
You want to feel around to see if you feel any weird inscriptions or
Yeah.
okay. This is a wisdom roll. Go ahead. Because you're basically doing this kind of blind. Like you
yeah.
really don't have any light.
14.
Okay. You feel something.
Okay.
Like not just random scratches, like
It's
definitive grooves.
yeah.
And in fact, what this sort of reminds you is like it's like a pointed. Roll a d6.
Oh, okay. 5.
You feel something that it feels like it's like a one line and then another line that intersects the top of it.
Is it raised or is it engraved?
No, it's in, like
Okay.
carved into it.
Can I try something?
Yes.
This is gonna be really funny if it works. I have a water skin and a scarf. Can I try? This is gonna be weird. Pouring the water into the grooves and then taking the scarf and laying it, like not into it, but like on top, so that any excess would form said lines.
That's not going to work the way that
Okay.
you want it to. I understand
Okay.
what you're trying to do, but
Yeah.
in this instance, it's not going to. All it would do is absorb. The scarf would completely absorb the water.
Absorb it. Okay. Yeah, because I.
You could feel. Look. You could
Yeah.
feel. Close your eyes.
Okay.
So you could feel this,
Okay.
and you could feel that, like they intersect.
That's it.
Yes.
Okay.
So
okay.
that's what you feel.
Okay.
In the area that you happened to be exploring. Do you wish to continue exploring?
If that's the most I can feel like I've felt the entirety of it, and that's
No, that's just in one spot.
oh,
You're on top of a 6 foot by 6 foot slab.
I'm gonna keep assuming I can still move it quietly.
Okay. You were
I'm
on
trying to
one edge, so you climbed down.
Yeah.
Okay, you're on one edge. Like
Yeah.
so you could feel this wall, you could feel the shape that you just felt.
Yeah.
Do you go ahead of you, behind you, or to the left?
I'm gonna go a little bit to the left.
Okay. You feel there as well, right?
So there. Same. Okay. And then I'm gonna not turn
When you
around.
feel that spot,
Mm-hmm.
it's semicircular almost. It's like at first you think it's a circle, but you realize there's no circle, it's just half of a circle.
Okay. And then I'm not gonna turn around, but
Don't say anything. I'll kill all of you.
No.
Do not
We
say
know
a
what it
damn
says.
thing.
We know what it says.
Oh! Wait, okay, I think I might know. Okay, I'm gonna scoot back and then I'm gonna feel in the bottom left corner without turning around, so I'm just scooching back.
You go all the way.
Yeah.
You feel two lines that come together kind of like that.
Oh.
You know it.
I know where this is going. I'm
Watch it
getting
be
it.
not what it is.
I'm gonna check the right corner just in case. So
Once you get your orientation, you
Yeah.
realize that there is a direction to this. The thing that you touched first was actually at the end. It was the T.
okay,
The next thing over to it was a C,
yeah, V.
then an N,
And
then
okay.
a U, and then a V.
Yep. In the center, is there anything or no?
There is a skull. No, I'm just kidding.
And it's got a snake. No, I'm kidding. When I was feeling the lettering, was there anything like on the lip of like any decorative pieces that could?
No.
Damn, not a wealthy person. All right, I'm leaving. Bye.
Make a move silently roll.
No,
You're still invisible.
I know. It's just scary. 13.
All right.
Why did you look so sad?
You climb out and you're like,
relieved.
and you see that those guys are still by the fire.
Yeah. All
You're-
accounted. All four are
You're
accounted
like,
for.
1, 2, 3. There's only 3.
Who went to take a piss? Oh,
There's only 3.
Taking a crazy shit, like 2 houses down.
Okay.
I mean, bear in mind, we did this in a few seconds, but it took you like 5 minutes to like feel your way around
Yeah,
and figure
yeah,
that
yeah,
out.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
you don't know where number 4 is, but you see that there are definitively only 3 people by the fire.
Can I
Because this
see
fire is bright enough where you could see it.
them? Okay. I'm gonna hop out.
You're 25 feet away now from them. So
Anything different? Like, can I see beyond the fire?
well, there's more town. Yeah.
Oh, but there's not, like,
there's
another
there's
person.
more town in every direction, like
there's-
north, west, south.
Okay, I'm calling it there. I think I've run my luck. I'm gonna start to run on back. Instead of going straight east, I'm gonna go, because we're not straight east from this place. We're like east
and north.
East-north. So I'm gonna take that way out.
Do me a quick favor.
Okay.
Roll a d6. One of you guys needs to roll a opposing d6.
Not
for
me.
I'll do it.
I got a 6.
2.
Okay. So you're heading back the same way you came, or a different way?
Slightly off. So instead of coming from east, I'm heading east-north back towards where we are. So there's different tracks.
So, in fact, here's what you find.
Okay.
You're kind of heading northeast,
Yeah.
which means you're going a little closer to the bay side.
Yeah, northeast.
You get that you're close, right? Like the
water.
salt water
Yeah.
kind of smell.
Lovely.
You climb up, you get up to the wall, and you're kind of like looking over, and you see that like from this vantage point that the ruined part of the north side of the town like goes down like rocks, and you see wreckage and ruins that looks like probably at some point this village was on like multiple levels, and maybe it had like docks and a harbor or something,
yeah.
but now it's
decimated.
but you see a single ruined sort of circular building, and you see a like flickering light inside, like as if there's maybe a campfire or torchlight flickering inside. And it is it's
Is it lit?
You're far away from this, so it depends if you want to go closer, but from where you are, all I'm telling you is that you see a kind of a circular ruined building, and you see flickering light from inside of it, but that's about all the detail I can give you from that distance.
So if the camp is here, the wall is here, where would this thing be?
Right inside from the wall on the north side.
So I'm around there.
You're,
so if I can...
you're not far. Like if you wanted to go over there, it would probably take you like 2 additional minutes and a stealth roll.
Sure.
All right, so do your move.
Okay, so I'm gonna skitter. Okay, that slipped, but it's a 12, so that's
plenty.
yeah.
You're making your way.
Yeah.
You, along the way, see 4 more excavation marks.
Can I?
All 4 of them are red sticks.
Okay.
But these look like they were done a while ago.
Okay.
But basically you're snaking your way through as you're going there, and you see 4 more excavations, red sticks, but they don't look as recent as the vault thing that you just saw where the guards were.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
So you kind of make your way over.
Yeah.
You're about 60 feet away, and you see that this building looks like, almost imagine if there was like an earthquake and a building like fell into a, what do you call those things that open when the earth opens up and it...
Fissure?
Ravine?
But there's like a thing like
Sinkhole?
Yes, like a sinkhole, okay?
Oh.
So like imagine a building that fell into a sinkhole, but
Okay.
it didn't completely collapse. So do you continue to get closer?
Can I tell if there's like a for sure light?
Yes, for
Okay.
sure. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
It didn't look like from where you were,
Yeah.
from up here, you were looking down, it didn't look like a big building. It looked like a round, maybe 1.5 story building.
Okay.
When you get closer, you realize that this thing was probably 5 or
Way
6
bigger.
stories tall, and it collapsed. And you know how I described that northern coast, the rocky thing? Like
Yeah.
it looks like it collapsed.
Okay.
So it's like Leaning Tower of Pisa sort of,
Sure. Exciting,
but
yeah.
apparently somewhere in that second floor, there's, you see through like a window, there's like a flickering light, like someone or something is in there with light.
It's a weird spot to house someone.
You don't see any other evidence of excavations
Okay.
in this area.
Okay. How close can I get while still being like on the wall? Like on the top of the wall?
You're about as close as you can get.
And I can't
Like you
tell
would have to climb down
Yeah.
in order to get to this building, or if you had like a rope and grappling hook and you wanted to throw it up into a window and then climb across, you could do that.
Sure. Can I go back to the ground by the tower, but not yet climb it to see if there's anything left around it?
Yes.
Like a salt chunk?
Yes. No, go. I mean,
Oh,
you
right,
need to make a
sorry.
roll to see if you find anything.
I got a 10. Wait, what am I? What would this be?
Wisdom.
What? It's just
You
a 10.
you don't find. Not only do you not find a salt chunk,
I don't
you don't
know.
find anything.
Okay.
Like, there's no tracks. It doesn't look, like I said, there's also no excavation markers. Like, it's like they didn't do anything in this area. And you're looking around and it's pretty wrecked. Like, this
Yeah.
area is wrecked.
Okay. But there's still that like torch campfire lighting
Yes.
up.
Yeah. It to you it seems like this part of the town is way more devastated than like the interior, the middle part that you were in.
Naturally. I'm gonna start to scale it
Okay.
and listen the whole time to see if I can hear a
Okay.
prayer, a voice that's
You
familiar.
get up to the second floor. You hear the sound of wood,
Okay.
like crackling in a fire,
Okay.
and you're listening. You hear snoring, like snoring, full-blown
Does
snoring.
it sound familiar? Like Tenzin's snoring?
No, you could climb over to the window, but just bear in mind you can't be climbing with like you don't have a weapon, so
Yeah.
your hands and feet are focused on climbing.
You're also invisible.
Dagger and teeth.
You are invisible. That's
Ooh,
true.
That'd be
You
funny.
you are invisible.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So I'll peek through the window with that thought in
Okay.
mind.
You see a guard. You see the armor, shield, and weapon of that guard are in a nice tidy pile. Oh, and boots
Of
and
course,
helmet.
Of course.
Okay,
Naturally.
nice tidy pile.
Sure.
But you see that like this person's in a bedroll, and they like are kind of snuggled by the fire and dead ass snoring.
But human?
Well, you can't really tell because they're in the bedroll, but the guard's armor looks like the kind of armor that you would have seen at Merton's Keep. Like the same kind of armor. Don't say anything.
Sorry, it's a habit to look at Harris. He's smart.
Don't trust me. I'm thinking of a lot of bad ways to go about this.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay, I'm gonna call that good enough and stop being curious, and I'm gonna start to head back.
Okay.
So sneak on back down, hop over the wall. Actually, can I climb the part of the wall that's like next?
Just to let you know, from where you're at, from where this crumbled guard tower was, there's no wall. Like
Oh.
so you could just go go down into the wreckage and walk around and go back up to like level ground.
Sure.
So you do that,
Yeah.
and it's literally just more wasted, destroyed, like not even intact buildings, just literal like crumbled.
Shrapnel.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is just wrecked. No excavation markers, nothing was done down here.
Yeah. Is that it?
Roll a d20.
What does that mean? I'm jumping in the water. 19.
Oh. All right, you notice something
Tell me things.
towards the water. Like
Yeah.
if you walked through the
bay?
wrecks,
Oh, okay.
you see something like out in the water where the water actually comes in, the harbor. It looks like there is one intact dock. Like, but you're far away. Would you like to explore that?
I'm still invisible?
Yeah.
You're still invisible.
I really want to.
Okay. You walk through the wreckage, you get to this dock.
Yeah.
And it is clearly something that was not original.
So they like built it.
Yes. And it's not shoddy. It doesn't look like they just threw some things together. Like this looks
So they
like it
brought
was built
materials.
well.
Oh.
Like thick new timbers, clean planking, very well secured into the rocky ground.
Yeah.
The water's rushing up, and it goes like 40 feet out into the bay. So like it goes out into relatively deep water. And at the end of it, you see there's like a wooden track, and there's like a big pulley, huge pulley system with like ropes and counterbalance weights on it, as if it was there to unload things or load things.
In a heavy stone
And so you see that this is like clearly new and well engineered and well built. Not the shoddiness that you saw.
Okay.
So just to let you know.
Does it and the police system currently like put away for the night? It's not.
Yeah, nothing.
like it's
Nothing's out on this dock.
Okay.
You don't see any boats or ships anywhere near as you look out over the moonlit harbor.
That's enough for me. We're good. I'm finally going back. I have said I'm done too many times.
You make your way back.
I think they should say. I think they
Smash cut back to you guys. What were you doing while Vesh was gone that entire time?
was a long
Because I'm
while.
gonna say this was an hour.
Wow.
Because my armor that I got from that Ordor was rather beaten up because it's from an Ordor too. I'm gonna be trying to like buff it up the best that I can.
Okay.
Like bashing in the places that are bent in and everything.
Fair enough.
I'm thinking might as well because I have 2 of them today. I'm gonna give Amina another cure light wounds.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, Amina has the lowest percentage total health.
Okay.
I'll be praying.
It's gonna be 8 health for you.
I would like to know what you're going to pray for.
Just like general, like help us. Well, it's a few things. Like
29.
thank you for letting us continue telling our stories and not dying. And then also like,
Can you?
I'm scared.
No, just keep going.
Also
You gotta
like,
get a poker face.
please don't kill Vesh while they're out doing things, potential shenaniganery. And praying for like, I also praying like, help me gain knowledge for what I hope to achieve, which is like understanding magic and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff.
While in your prayers,
Oh my god.
you hear a question in your mind.
Oh my god.
What have you done to serve me?
You alright?
Buddy, I'm doing my sacrifices.
Figuring it out.
What
over
sacrifices
here.
have you made?
Expecting.
I'm killing people. I'm doing trials.
I have not. But I do not know or understand truly what sacrifices you need or would desire. I think.
You gotta like Odin yourself on a tree or something.
One eye in the well. Found the roots of Yggdrasil.
Oh my god, there's
That's what I'm talking about, man.
That's what previous I have, bro.
You you don't hear any other voices in your head, but it gives you something to contemplate. You healed Amina. Amina feels much better now, clocking in with a whopping 29 hit points.
Strong.
Feels so much better.
Sometime later, still before dawn, at 4 a.m., Vesh returns.
Can I hit someone again to become uninvisible?
why would you do that?
Well, you can just talk. No, you want to stay invisible.
whoa,
You
hold
want to
on.
stay invisible. We might need the invisibility later.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a good point.
Nope. All right, so you're going to become uninvisible and let everyone know that you're here?
Or I'll just be a voice. Can I? Oh my god, I'm gonna stand by the zombie horse and put on a really weird voice.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that's really funny to me.
Are you by the zombie horse?
Sure. Yeah, I'm probably by the zombie horse. I'm very confused by its existence, so I
Roll a d20.
Cool.
Are you?
19.
You're approaching in your sneakiest way. Go ahead and make your stealth roll.
14 plus 8. That's
22.
22.
Is it good to add my wisdom?
Hey!
Oh, then adding my wisdom,
No!
that is a 26.
Oh, come on!
Okay, you hear someone approaching.
Take my hammer. and
You
start
don't see
looking around.
anyone. However, your zombie horse turns and looks in a specific direction. You see him looking around as if he heard you, but then the zombie horse goes
I'm gonna follow
and
its,
looks you dead ass,
I'm gonna
like
follow
in the
its
eyes.
gaze and like take one step towards where it's looking with my hammer like pulled back.
Do you continue to walk closer?
I really want to. It's gonna be really funny. Can I scoot around him? Behind him?
The zombie horse turns and follows you.
I'm like,
It stomps twies with its
Alright,
front
never
hooves.
mind. I thought that was gonna be funny.
oh,
but
okay, fuck you, man. What the hell?
I don't know, I got bored on the way.
We're literally, this is the worst time to do that thing. And I'm
Okay, but you have a
put the
freakish
camera
horse, so
up.
it's funny. Anyways, I have news.
What do we have?
Okay.
Everyone gather around.
We're gathered.
Where
The
are
fake
you?
campfire. Right here.
Okay.
So, do you sum up everything that you saw in the interest of game time?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go with everything. Might as well.
So, mark that it is 4 a.m.
Yes.
because
Woo!
you guys get this report, and it probably takes Vesh about 15 minutes to kind of
I'm gonna be so tired.
summarize the whole thing, right? Like this was sort of an epic excursion.
Oh yeah.
Now, as you recall,
Yes.
when you left the excavation, there was only 3 guards that you saw.
Yeah.
One of them was somewhere, so you don't know if that person went to take a leak or if they went on patrol. And how often are there patrols? Not really sure.
Yeah.
You also saw that there was a sleeping guard
Yep.
in a collapsed guard tower on the north side of the wrecked side, and you tell them also about the dock.
Yep.
Okay.
Were they all wearing the same armor?
Similar, but not exactly the same.
Metal.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
I
like-
could try something.
I'm gonna totally burn someone alive.
We don't know if they're actually like the
To be
ones we're
clear,
looking for.
what Vesh did not explore was there's much more of
That's true.
the town that went west, and
Yeah.
then the south side. So you still don't
Well,
know
if
about
they have-
Tenzin, you still don't know about additional
If they
guards.
have the excavation, I'm imagining they are bandits armed with stolen materials from our keep.
I mean,
however,
if so, they got a lot of.
here's my idea. Okay, because I think big central crowd. If they have 4 night guards, they definitely have more total people sleeping elsewhere.
Yeah.
Which makes me think that the best way to go about this is to speak with one isolated individual, perhaps in a collapsed guard tower, and get information, and then continue doing anything else with it. So,
What I can do,
what can you do?
I can make us all look different. Profoundly different.
I don't think that will be necessary.
I mean, if I did that, I can make us all look like we're wearing the same armor that they're wearing.
I don't feel like there's enough of them for them to not know everyone else by face.
Yeah.
4 night guards makes me think that there's maybe 20 total,
Sure.
maybe 15.
Yeah.
It's so small enough group where they know everybody.
Okay.
So I think we ride to the other side of the village, keeping a wide berth, so we're,
To the north or to the south?
to the where the guard tower is.
North.
Yeah.
Okay.
We get off. We go on foot.
Yeah.
We get to the guard tower. We grab that guy. And
Sure.
if he's nice, and like they're actually not bad guys, it's fine. We
Yeah.
apologize. It'll probably be okay.
Sure.
Right? We explain the situation. They are bad guys.
Couldn't cuss him really badly.
No. If they are bad guys, we can figure that out, threaten him, learn as much as we can. Maybe kill him, maybe not.
I'm sure
We'll
I
see.
can get a few things out.
Maybe. Do we like this one? Do we like going over to the guard tower?
Sounds good so far.
Getting this one guy?
I think this is a good idea.
Only issue is he
Yeah.
might be awake. Right? I'm a druid. How long is the sun until it comes up?
2 hours.
2 hours. Yeah, he'll be asleep.
We'll
Okay.
see.
Most,
We can-
I imagine that type of person wakes up
I
little
think we
before
can
dawn,
use-
Yeah.
maybe an hour. So
let's
30
run it.
minute ride there, we should be okay.
If need be.
Well, so you're only a quarter mile away. It's not going to take 30
Isn't
minutes.
that-
Well,
Let's
it's
see.
30 minutes and then we're gonna walk.
If you guys, okay, so you're going to ride your horses closer,
Yeah.
and then you're going to walk along the north coast
Yeah.
to get to that tower.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do this.
Can I have my horn back?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if this is gonna work.
You're riding the zombie horse.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I-
It like when you approach it, it acts as it would have in its life.
Sweet. It seems seems like a cool ass horse. Like despite its zombieness, I don't know if horses will respond to the horn. I'm gonna go. If you hear this, come. That's. Huh?
You say this to the
Say it to the
horse. I
horse.
love that.
I don't know how smart it is, but I believe.
Hey.
I believe in Rome.
When in doubt,
Okay, I say we go. You're all good.
let's kick it.
Let's kick it.
Okay. You ride your horses closer to give me a football field of measurement. How many football fields do you want to be away from?
Half.
No, half? No, no.
A football field?
I'm still invisible, by the way.
2.
Hey,
Okay.
Like 5.
quick thing.
That's fair.
What
Okay.
if?
Let's say some hundreds of feet. So
Yes.
you move closer on foot at a certain point, right?
Yes.
We're trying to find I think we're trying to find a place where we can like put the horses where they're not super visible from the village.
Okay.
Like if there's just like if someone was like staring in that direction, they could see them maybe, but like not where it's like, oh, I'm looking over the surroundings. Oh my God, there's just 4 horses standing in the middle of the field.
Yeah,
3 and 1
this
on
makes
the horse.
sense.
Yeah.
Or
Right.
horsemen.
You guys begin the trek following Vesh's lead.
So was the tower like, did it have a door or was it just like?
It was just sunken
It
in.
had, but it had collapsed.
I know more.
So we could just walk in.
Yeah. You could literally walk in.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
So Vesh kind of leads you down this rocky, ruined slope down to like the lower level of what used to be maybe the dock side of the town, past all these ruins, and weaving in and out of dangerous, broken, stone and wood timbers that long ago crumbled. As you are approaching, you see that there's like still the flickering light of a fire
Nice.
from the second floor of this collapsed guard tower. So you can go in.
Do you want to go in first and see if he's still asleep?
That's what I was gonna say. All right, I'll skitter in.
Okay. He is still asleep.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to jump back down and be like, he's in there.
Okay.
What am I gonna do? Give you an invisible
I was just,
thumbs
you
up?
can just walk back down. You don't have
Okay.
to jump it. All right.
Guys, why are you coming off?
Okay. Here's the plan. I'm whispering, but I'm gonna
Yes.
speak out loud because I need the microphone.
Real.
You're gonna like do this so we can't talk.
Okay.
We're gonna like have our weapons out. This guy, we're gonna scare the shit out of this guy. Okay.
Okay.
If he's a bad guy, I want him to be scared as hell.
Okay.
But also immobile and unable to speak.
Don't you have the tangle thing?
Okay.
I have 2 of them,
Okay.
and I'd prefer to say
All right, Amina,
for the potential 20 to 50.
you follow Vesh upstairs.
Yes.
Everybody who's going up for the move, just make a dex roll. This is to see how silently you can move.
I would love to make a dex roll.
20, non-natural.
26. 25, I mean. The wrong numbers.
Please let
16.
me. Okay.
All good enough.
You.
Because my
Hey,
level.
yeah.
You get up to the level that he's at. You see the fire burning in this like shoddy bowl, and you
Lovely.
see that the guy is still sleeping in his bedroll, snoring.
Are
So
you gonna do
you're
like the
you're
brace
gonna do
thing
the
now?
grapple.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna grapple.
You don't have to roll to hit. I'm gonna give you a +4 because he's sleeping. Just make a strength roll. So add in your strength modifier and your level bonus.
Oh, you're good.
Roll. 7,
+4, so
17.
Okay. So you kind of like brace him and put your hand over his mouth, and he's like,
you should just stay up.
and you see he's
I'm
I
invisible.
know. I'm just.
This is
don't
like a
don't reveal
human
that you
man.
exist.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not an hors d'oeuvre. It's a human man.
I'm good.
I can do the talking.
He does look, rather scruffy and dirty, as if he has not, like, been to civilization in a long time.
Okay.
Like he's got like a
Stinks.
whole scrappy beard going on, and he stinks.
I
Nice.
probably have the best charisma
Go
here.
ahead.
Yeah. What are you guys doing here? If you scream, we're going to kill you. I hope you know that.
He's not joking. I'm going. It will be painful. Okay.
Thank you, Amina.
Just what do you want to know?
What are you doing here?
I'm guardian for the harbor.
Who do you work for?
The Horde.
Okay. How many of you are here?
How many men? Or how many Ordur?
How many of your compatriots?
How many men, how many order, how many total?
I don't know, maybe like 40.
Total?
Maybe 60 if you include the diggers.
Eh,
The diggers, a lot of them are half dead, but
Are they here willingly?
no, I'm not here willingly. No one's here willingly. Well, maybe the Ordur are, but
Period.
Oh, okay.
Are you only working for them because you're scared of them?
I didn't have a choice.
You didn't have a choice.
We were all captured.
So if you were given a choice,
Well, the people who were given a choice are dead. And now they travel in the wagon, so
so what I'm hearing is that there's 40 of you and 20 Ordur.
no,
20,
40 diggers.
20 diggers.
How
there's
many?
about 20 diggers. Those are just peasants, common folk.
Yes.
There's about 20 of us, and then anywhere from 20 to 40 Ordur, depending on
Okay.
patrols and that kind of stuff.
Have you received any new prisoners lately?
Yeah, yesterday there was a caravan that came up from some ruins up north. I don't know how far, but there was some other ruins along the coast, and they came in yesterday, and there was nothing else that they were going to do at those other ruins. So it was some Ordur, a few humans, and a couple prisoners.
Where are these prisoners now?
Well, all the prisoners and all the diggers are in the pit.
And where is the pit?
It's on the west side of the town.
What are you digging for? Do you know?
It depends. Like, sometimes they're looking for old things, like relics and artifacts from before the ruin of the western coast. Writing, any kind of books, maps, tapestries, paintings, tablets, scrolls, and then also sometimes they're looking for like stone.
Stone.
Yeah.
Like stone structures or just the
Yeah,
material?
but not like, he looks around at the stone tower that he's in. Not like this stone, like
Like
old stone.
like a tomb perhaps?
He's like, well, if you know, why are you asking me?
Good
Clarification.
question. Who do you
like-
get commands from?
They just found that tomb 3 days ago.
Who do you get commands from?
Usually there's a captain. There's one captain for every expedition, and the captain gets the orders from the horde.
Who is your captain?
It changes, they rotate.
Ah,
They go from site to site, they find out the information, they make their notes, and then they give us new orders, and then we keep working.
where is your captain? Does he have his own lodging?
There's no captain here now, we're waiting for the next one to come. The last captain left about 3 days ago, and he headed southeast towards Garion.
Do you think that any of you would be open to trying to take back your freedom?
Yeah, I mean, there have been people who've tried.
If you all
The problem
tried-
is that if you get caught, you get added to the wagons.
What are the wagons? Just just corpses, just piles of dead people,
Not really.
zombies.
Yeah.
I see.
The horde uses the people who mutiny, who disobey. They kill them and they put them in the wagons.
Do you have any knowledge of how they are being turned into zombies?
It has something to do with the shaman.
Shaman.
The shaman serves the warlord.
Are they here right now?
No,
What do they look like? Have you seen them?
I haven't. I've heard things.
Okay.
Such as?
Well, I've heard that the shaman's not Ordur, but I don't know that for sure.
Okay.
I see.
Would you believe that all of you, the people that are here unwillingly, would be willing to fight back today with no captain that's around the boss and around?
Maybe. I mean, the Ordur won't flip.
Of course.
They serve Lothrak without question.
Who is Lothrak?
The warlord.
Oh, I see.
Mr. Allan, how would you spell that?
How do you think you spell it?
Just spell
With
it.
two
Just
L-
spell it phonetically, and
I'll
we'll
think it's
figure it out.
Lotthrak.
No 2 L's.
This is a good point. My friend, why don't you tell us everything you know about the Horde, including its leadership, assemblage?
The warlord is Lothrak. He's an Ordur warlord. He's huge. Supposed to be like 7 or 8 feet tall.
Is he smart?
He's smart. He's not like the primitives. His tribe is endowed with great strength, so there's others that are kind of like him, not as big, but still
Is his
big.
tribe the symbol of the skull with the snakes?
Yeah,
I see.
but he's called other ones to his banners. The Black Orb, the Claws.
The Black Orb is the name of a tribe?
Yeah, it's like a black circle on a banner of red.
Okay. You guys got that down? All right. The Claw?
I don't know. It's
All right.
another Ordur tribe. I don't really know a lot about their stuff. I just know that every village, every town that's tried to stand against the Horde has fallen. Like half of the Old Dominion's already fallen west of the river.
If everyone here outnumbers the Ordur, don't you think that you would be able to have a fighting chance, since everyone else here has free will, obviously?
Yeah, but we're like 40 miles from anything. So if we say we kill the Ordur, now what?
There's no
Where do
point
I
in
go?
it.
I go 40 miles in any direction, and it's already a village that's been taken over by the Horde.
Taken
maybe
over or raided?
both. Some of them, they tried to fight back, so the Horde just destroyed whole villages, slaughtered everyone there, burned it, razed it. Others surrendered, and they got spared, but they had nothing. The Horde takes whatever it wants, and if you don't like it, your choice is die or give them whatever they want.
Do you know what Lothrak is looking for?
No, no one does. I mean, just like I said, something about artifacts, relics, writing. There's always something about, like, if you find any maps, books, scrolls, anything that's written, even stone tablets. And then stone, like stone structures, ancient stones.
I have an offer to make you. I understand your predicament, and I understand you cannot simply go against the Horde and keep your life. You must also understand that the prisoners you keep are of importance to us, and we are not...
You want me to take you to the pit?
Perhaps.
Well, then you'd better hurry, because once the sun comes up, the overseers make them work, and they start digging. They sleep in the pit, they dig in the pit.
Do you think the diggers will...
If we go with you, we will be allowed near it.
I mean, I don't know if any of the night guards are over there right now. There's probably one or two, but I could take you around the northern ruins. That'll get you closer to the pit.
Then let's do that.
He looks over at his armor and weapons. He's like, I'm assuming that you're not going to let me put my armor on or bring a weapon.
Can we trust?
Can we allow him? Do we allow him to put his armor on, but we keep his weapon?
Because then he'd look normal.
There's
Yes.
no vested interest for me in turning you guys in.
I understand.
We just really want the
think
prisoner and all.
in regards for your own
He
safety.
said, what did you say?
We just want the prisoner out?
We're
which prisoner?
We're looking to free prisoners.
You're going to try to free all the prisoners?
That is not for you to know.
Well, but you asked about one prisoner. And he's like, and he's looking at you, and then he looks at Vesh, and he looks
Vesh is
at
Hey, I'm invisible.
Oh yeah, you're not there. All right, that's fair. That's
Hey.
not only fair, but that's important. So actually, this plays.
We have an even split.
Hold on, this plays even better.
Yep.
So Vesh isn't there, so he's only looking at you. And he goes, "You're looking for the old Suenist, aren't you?"
Why do you want to know?
Wait,
He's like,
Matter?
he was the only prisoner that they brought yesterday. Everybody else was part of the caravan. They were workers and guards that were at the other dig site up north. He was the only prisoner, the old Suenist. That's who you're looking for,
is
right?
he
Because he's
in-
one of your people? Is he your grandpa or something?
Is he in the pit?
Yeah, everybody's in the
Very
pit.
well. And the pit is where we will.
But I saw them bring him in.
Is he alive?
Yeah.
Good. Here's what I will say. I think in an effort to keep you inconspicuous, you can put on your armor, but we will take your weapons. That seems reasonable.
He starts to
Yes.
put his armor on. It takes about 10 minutes. When he's done, his longsword's sitting there. It's castle forged. You see that the maker's
know how to
mark
use this.
shows that this is indeed it's a blade from Merton's Keep. Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say, I understand that you do not have any interest in betraying us. I'm just letting you know that you are not safer because of the armor. From me, at least.
I don't think I'm safer either way.
Yeah, that's
Very well. We take us to the pit.
All right. He starts to lead you through the ruins. You guys
What
make
is
your
your
way.
name?
He goes, "You can just call me Surf."
Sir. No, Connor, like the peasant slaves.
Oh, yeah.
What did you do?
He started doing a surfing motion.
Oh.
He's like, "My full name is Surf Yanius, but it's my nickname.
Understood.
Follow me." He leads you through this wreckage, up, down these small hills of debris. You go all the way kind of around the northern side, and then you climb back up on land. Now you are outside of the wall, but as you're following him, you realize it doesn't really matter because there are huge parts of the wall that are just gone, like just completely collapsed. So he's kind of walking outside of the wall. He pauses and he stops you guys, and he kind of like creeps around a wall. He looks for a moment, and then he signals you to follow. So you go in through this one hole, kind of just literally stepping over, and then he leads you around. And as he's leading you now, you're kind of going back southwest. You see, as you're walking and following from building to building, you see 8 more dig sites, all of which have like red flag sticks. And eventually he leads you around to this edge of the western side of the town. On this side of the town, the wall is completely gone, and there's basically what you see is like a crater. It looks like this has been dug out and has been being dug out for a very long time.
So it's not like a natural crater.
No.
Okay.
This is so many things that have been dug out that there's like a ring of dirt and rocks that surround it. Do you know what I mean? That's what I mean by a crater. So like he crawls up onto like the lip of the crater and like peeks down and he points to you guys. So you kind of crawl up and you're looking out over, and you see in this big, huge, like probably 200-foot radius pit that goes down 30 feet. Like campfires, small, low campfires, and just clusters of people like in bedrolls. Some of the people aren't even in bedrolls, they're literally just like lying on the dirt, and it's like 48 degrees, like it's cold, and none of them have like blankets. And you see like one tent in the middle that like is pretty well appointed, which you assume is some kind of guard tent.
There's no guards around the edge of the crater?
No, so on the far end, he points this out. On the far end, you see like a wooden scaffolding that was constructed that goes down from like the ring down into the pit. And it's got like stairs. And on one end of it, on the other end of it, is another pulley system with like ropes and counterweights.
So could we get into the pit without using that? Like we could just like...
You would have to have a rope. Like
Okay.
you couldn't even free climb. It's treacherous.
Okay, so it's not like a steady decline. It's like a drop.
Because they were cut with tools.
Yeah,
they were
okay.
cutting down into this, like excavating. So
Okay. It's a quarry.
I mean, kind of.
It looks like a quarry.
Yeah, not 100 feet deep, but it's like, you know. So you see that there are probably 60 total people down in the pit.
Can we spot Tenzin?
No,
Crap.
not with just moonlight.
Oh, I forgot there's no sun.
It's still dark.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to Surf. Where are the guards? Or where would the guards be? In the tent?
He knows, probably on the far side, on the west side where that scaffolding and the stairs are. There's on the other lip of the dirt is like a small wooden guard shack. There's probably one over there. There's probably a guard in the ruined tower on the west side. And then there's a guard down in the tent.
The west tower has a view of this place.
Oh yeah, the west tower, you can see everything. He's like, you want me to take you over there?
Do you know who's in the west tower right now?
I don't know, some guard maybe?
Is it similar to your tower?
No, it's kind of different.
How so?
Well, I mean, the tower that I was stationed in, that was just like, it was part of the castle. Like it was a watchtower on the north wall, back when there was a north wall.
Yes.
This is like a tower that I think it was more inside of the city, back when there was a city.
And this guard that would be in this tower is, you think, awake currently?
Probably not.
I'm
There's
just
no
gonna...
reason. There's no, see, that's the thing about escaping. Like, no one tries to escape because there's nowhere to go. No one's gonna make it anywhere on foot. Like,
Yes.
no one's tried to escape because there's nowhere to go. The ones who do escape get caught, and then they get turned.
Vish, would you like to scout to the other tower? I just close my eyes and just say it. I'm not
It is
looking at anyone.
5 o'clock in the morning. You have 1 hour left.
We're running out of time. How far away is the tower?
Say it's
on foot?
5:15. It's just around the, like, it probably 3 football fields away. Like, you can't see it from where you are, but like he can lead you over there.
How large
Okay,
is this Dixie?
quick group huddle. Do we strike now?
Yes.
I think so.
Well, what do we do after that?
Get on the horses and start heading back to the
With
water.
60 people?
What?
Are we just taking Tenzin? What are we
Yes.
doing the rest of the piece?
Do
Okay,
you think
It's the only
they'll
realistic
even
move.
stop us?
you're right.
'Cause
I can get a message. If I can see Tenzin, I can get a message to him.
Okay,
I can also make it if we need to. I can make a distraction.
I vote you do distraction more than anything.
Yes.
why
That'd
not
be
ask
easier.
the surf guy to bring Tenzin?
don't call him the
up?
surf guy. His name is just Surf.
I mean, we could ask, since he seems to know other people here, we could ask him to try to.
He
Just
honestly
bring
doesn't seem to
Tenzin
know
up,
that.
or at least somewhere close where you
I don't
can do
think he
the
cares.
wall thing. That you said
We don't
you
need to do there was no wall
I
at the
think-
site.
If we wanted to, I think we could let him go back. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't think in trouble.
I'd say at this point, there's nothing more you could probably
So Vesh has not gone this far into the city. You have no idea
do. Yeah.
how to get back other than the way that he took you to get here. I'm just telling you that.
I think we keep him,
Okay.
but I don't want them dead by our hand or other people. So I think worst comes to worst, we maybe just give him a harmless wound to
Sure.
see.
Blend him in.
Are you okay with that? Like if things go bad, we're probably gonna hit you, but not like just to make sure it look like you put up a fight.
that's a smart idea.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to just kill random people.
Let's go to the tower then.
Okay.
Time's ticking.
Tower? Okay, really.
Let's
Do you
go.
want all together or you first? Let's go all together and then you can scout first.
I'll
yeah.
dip down first, and
Okay.
then if I can, I'll get him close to the tower.
You're going to go around the ring.
Yep.
You see, in fact, what he said was very accurate. There is a guard shack.
Yep.
You listen. You hear somebody sleeping in there.
Sure.
Occasional snoring.
Nice.
You see the wooden platform that leads down on the stairs and the pulley, that whole thing. Continuing west,
Yeah.
you go for another 100 yards, past a bunch of ruins. And you see that again, there's, like it was on the north side, there's a drop off.
Okay.
This doesn't go directly down quite yet to the water line. It like drops down about 20 feet, and then there's another like plateau of land. And when you're looking down over that is where you see this tower. And what you see is like basically imagine like you're at a cliff.
Okay.
Right? You're at a cliff. You're looking out over the ocean and you see the top of a tower. And then you look down and you're like, oh, this tower is way down. And like the bottom 2 levels are literally underwater. Like the water's like lapping up
It's
against
like a
this
lighthouse.
cliff. Yes, but imagine a lighthouse that collapsed into the ocean, but somehow it's maintained its structure. And you see that this tower, from where you're at with like the moonlight and stuff, you see that this tower, like made of stone, it looks like it's been there for a long time.
Okay.
And despite it having collapsed down, 50 feet to the water level, it is still pretty intact looking. And you see that somebody made like a wooden rope bridge, like wood and rope bridge that goes from the cliff where you are to like the 5th story window. Almost like a door, like a rope bridge to get to this building.
Yeah.
And you see a light flickering inside.
Do I recognize this tower?
You're not there.
Well,
No, we're all going there as a group, but the plan is to have Vesh like.
I thought
sneak us
Vesh went ahead first.
I
let's
think
go in
we're.
the tower first.
I think we're further back.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you guys go to see this.
Yeah.
You do recognize it. It looks different because when you saw it in your dream, it was at ground level, and now it's 50 feet down.
It's prime.
And it is a white tower.
This tower was in my vision.
Great.
You gotta stop that.
Cool.
That's gonna go so well for us. All right, let's get this prison break going.
You're talking now. I think that's funny. I think you should do that.
Prison break.
Okay, so there's a wood and rope bridge that goes from the cliff edge into the tower, into basically what you determine would be like the 5th story of the tower.
Would it be reasonable to then use that to get into the pit? Or wait.
No, you were well past the pit.
Wait. Okay.
The pit's like here.
Yeah.
You're at the cliff's edge overlooking the western ocean, and then down here,
okay.
like you see what I
Hear me
mean?
out.
Like here's your tower.
Yeah.
Here's you guys going into, and maybe it's a couple levels taller.
Sure.
Like that's
Okay.
Right.
I
okay.
feel like step 1 should be getting Tenzin.
You think so?
That's our goal.
I feel like that's kind of why we're here now.
You're right.
So if anything, I can work on getting Tenzin. You'll come with me in case I need a distraction. If you guys want to go explore this tower real quick, and then we all haul ass.
Tower feels hard to haul ass away from. Rope bridge.
I'm just saying, if you want to do both, that's how I do it.
My
but if we're just
issue is,
doing one-
to my knowledge, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Surf, but this tower has the best vantage points for anyone who would potentially be sneaking in or out of the pit.
no, not for the pit.
No.
He goes for the ocean, for the coast.
Ocean. Okay.
Yeah.
They use it as a lookout tower for the coast.
Wonderful. If we were to sneak in and out of the pit, where would the guard that would spot us be?
The wood shack.
Where the guy was sleeping, yes.
Yeah.
So let's get
Now's
him
the time.
now.
Yep.
Let's do it. Prison break 101.
They're not gonna. They might actually miss one prisoner, but
We'll be gone. It's not our problem.
the only issue is that the guy in the tent at the bottom might be awake, but then
They can't see
it's
me.
just one guy.
So let me get this straight. You're going to go back to the pit.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to sneak down and search through all the people that are in the pit.
Yeah.
I think Tenzin would presumably be a little easy to spot. Like
if
covered
we're
in
closer, because he's
tattoos.
very distinctive.
And who is doing this?
Me.
Because you're
I'm
invisible.
Yes.
Am I
And you're the only person doing it.
Yes.
And what are the 3 others plus
I feel like-
Surf doing?
Okay, so there is a tent in the bottom, yes?
Yes.
I feel like there's a tent at the bottom of the
No, I
pit.
know. I'm trying to figure out what you're doing.
Well, because the issue is Tenzin's not going to be invisible. So if that guy's
Yeah.
awake right now,
True.
he's going to go, oh shit, a guy is escaping, and then kill him. So I think someone should go down with you.
Well, that's my distraction.
Distraction? I say we just like deal with that guy.
Do you know what I think? I think that you guys have a lot of strategizing to do, which is why we'll find out what happens on the next episode.
Okay,
Oh. We
Yes.
took too long.
cool. That's okay.
Peace out, everybody.
Peace
Happy
out.
gaming.
Bye. I have a jug.
I was very worried that that's what you were going to try to do, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
You literally can't do that.
Well, hello, and welcome to Bill Allen World. I am Wizzy, the Wizard. I'm back once again to remind you to subscribe and click on the notifications button, and also watch videos that are over there. Tune in to the next episode of whatever show you are just watching, and watch other shows featuring Bill. Okay, bye.